Yo guys, what's going on here? Kyle with the Car Guys. I'm here with Zach Stone. You just got top 32 at NAWCQ. What'd you play? Why'd you play it? How was your tournament altogether?
Well, I went for BA, Burning Abyss with some spice. I played Monarchs as well, and let me go ahead and show you the deck.
Awesome. Yeah.
Played the Tour Guide, you have to. Tarot top, it equals auto top. Goes with the side com board. 3 and 1. There was a list I was playing with 2 and 1, but you got to play 3. It's just the best card. For the BAs, it was just 3 Skarm, 2 Seer, 1 Graph, the standard, and then 3 Farfa. There was a debate whether I wanted to play 3 of these and 2 Alec, but I decided for 3 Farfa because it's overall like the best BA besides like your main guys, and also it will just, it'll win you games you're not supposed to, but you random mills off Dante. So yeah. It's just like overall one of the best BAs. Okay. Up next, like just the one-ups was Barbar, Calcab, Libic, and Alec. This card was actually really great this whole weekend. You put it under Beatrice, and a lot of Monarch players, so they'll Stormforth you and want to tribute the Beatrice. This is underneath the Beatrice, and it will be the last on the chain when they form theirs, and you can negate the Monarch's effect. Okay. So it's like it comes in handy, and also it's just like it's good to have under Beatrice. It's good to send with Beatrice, and it's just another name. Okay. So that's it for actually the Burning Abyss cards. The rest is just the Monarch engines. So I played the 3 Ether. It's just the best Monarch. You want to have this all the time. It combos well with Stormforth and it disrupts your opponent's plays. Arubis. This card is actually, most of the time it's used just to add Ether back from the graveyard. You can set up plays where if you mill one or the other, Beatrice can send the corresponding one, and then you can add it during your opponent's turn and do some Stormforce shenanigans, which was really well. Awesome. Another thing was 2 Karaz. Originally was only playing 1, but I bumped it to 2 since if you ever drew the 1 or milled it, the Ether combo is kind of like not good, and you just want to have it. And also the 1 was an easy side out, so I stuck to 2, which was overall great this weekend. For the spells, it was just triple Panth, triple Tenacity, triple Stormforth, the standard, and then the one I played was the 1 Domain. It came up a lot where you can just, in the mirror match, you can just beat over other Monarchs, and also reducing Ether down to 6 and summoning Karaz means you can make a Beatrice with those 2 monsters and send something to the graveyard that turn, since you're only using the 2 6s. So it was like really good when it came up for that. I only played 1 return, mostly just for the name, but there's a couple times where it came up where I had the Ether play. But this card's not, you don't really want to have this card up on your field because if you can't destroy it with Karaz, you cannot special summon from the extra deck, and that's something this deck needs to do. So mostly for the name, but it sometimes came up. 1 card I decided to play was Frost. Originally this was a Shadal Dragon, but just overall testing, I just wanted more Monarch spell and traps. I wanted more cards that Pantheon can discard, and it would just have more value later in the matches. Like I was able to pop so much back row and get rid of so much problems, and I was able just to push for my OTKs. Awesome. Foolish Burial is just overall best card and like the best spell in the deck. And then I only played 2 primes. You never set this card and shuffle back stuff. With this deck, if you end up having to do that, you're in a bad spot. It's there for just tribute fodder, and you just can't get OTK'd. You're playing Burning Abyss cards and Prime Monarch, it's hard for you to actually get OTK'd. Yeah. So that was it for the main deck. 40 cards. There was a time where I was playing 60. Yeah, we changed that. We changed that. Easy. Yeah, I'll start with the extra deck first. 1 Pilgrim. There was 2 in there at first, but I don't know. It never came up, but I know for a fact that there's certain scenarios where it will come up. But I went with 1 because I wanted to play other cards in the extra deck, and it did well this event, but it doesn't justify me only playing 1. 3 Beatrice. This card is the heart and soul of the deck. If you're able to summon this, regardless of what else you're doing that turn, at least I feel confident like in that match. Because this card will either it'll fix your hand by giving you the combos you're missing. It'll set up your plays and as well disrupt your opponent's plays. And it's the overall this card's insane. Like you summon this against Cosmo, they can't kill you. Like you're not dying. And then against Mirror Match and Monarchs, you're able to force them to Stormforth, and that kind of makes their play suboptimal. Like they kind of want to do other plays, unless they're playing Domain obviously, but extra Monarchs can only use Brilliant Fusion, and they want to make rank 5s. So if you're forcing them to Stormforth, which means that you're making them commit less plays, and you're able to get the advantage from that. Okay. 3 Dante, you have to play 3. It's just it gets the deck going. Milling cards is kind of what you're supposed to do. One thing I played was the Hope, whatever, number 38 guy. It came up a couple times against mirror matches, well, Monarch deck specifically. You would just summon using the 2 big guys, and it would just kind of be like a game-ending card. It came up and it won me some matches, so glad I played it this weekend. 1 Gaia Dragon, it just goes with the Volcasaurus and the Pleiades. That's it for the 5s. You currently want just cards that just go for OTKs. That's why Primes, all you do for Prime is kind of just dodge damage, tribute, and then you can make these if you want. For the other rank 3s, I played Nightmare Shark. I felt that this card was kind of necessary to play because time was going to be relevant, and this deck has a really good advantage in time because you can really block a lot of damage, and if you can get in there for the 2000, you'll be set for the rest of the game. If however many turns it's left, it will get you there, and I just felt confident playing it. It never came up, but I'm still glad it was in here.
Yeah.
One Break Sword, it was good to have as an option, and it's just, I feel like it's a card you have to play in a rank 3 deck. The same as Grand Pulse. His card was like, if I'm not summoning Dante, I'm summoning Grand Pulse, and it was like great. There was a lot of scenarios where you're just popping scales, and I'll show you in the side deck why it was really good to destroy scales while they were already established. And then the 1F0, it's just you need it for the Cosmo matchup. It's gonna come up.
Of course.
For the side, I went with Cherries. A lot of people were disagreeing with this card, but my reasoning behind Cherries was if you cherry a mirror match, or any deck that's playing Burning Abyss cards, I guess, you stop their cherries, you stop them from actually making like better plays, and overall, like, you're gonna like steamroll them if you don't have to deal with a Dante anymore. And especially playing the Monarch cards, like if you get the Dante out of the way, your Stormforce are pretty much getting there for full value.
Okay.
So the cherries was overall, like, I think it was a really good card, and when I cherried the mirror matches, I was like pretty much game. One tech card I decided to play, shoutouts to Elvis Vu. Dark Samorg. It came up once, but the cute play is you can summon it off Ether, and against Demise decks, let's say they go normal summon a guy, you're like, okay, activate Ether, and then you special this guy, they can't set any more cards, and you could just like, you could mess them up bad, it just depends, but overall, like, you just want it as an option. There was a couple of times where it did me well, but overall, like, I feel like there could have been something else better, but it was nice. One Majesty Fiend, I wanted to have one in the deck somewhere. Searchable off return, just another name you can reveal for Tenacity, adding it back off Arubis in the graveyard. Just, I wanted it as an option. I never actually set it in though. I only played one Cosmo the whole day. Well, I mean the whole weekend. One Core, one Cyber Dragon, and one Chimera Tech. Again, I only played one Cosmo, but this deck I feel like beats Cosmo without siding. They can't do anything. Stormforce is too good against them. Beatrice is too good against them. This was just, I guess, a bonus, and like, it's able to clear their board and go for OTKs. I mean, System Down was something else I was playing, but I wanted something that had more utility with Beatrice. Like, you can send this to the graveyard and special summon Cyber Dragon, and so on and so forth. And there's like cards you can take out of the extra deck to replace it with the Chimera Tech, so I thought it was okay. The only 4 spells on the side, which was Triple Twin and one Regeki, pretty much for just like extra deck Monarch, Domain Monarch, and then obviously Demise decks. Regeki was just for like any deck that I felt that would side Fiends against me, or like Domain Monarch as well. I would just play these cards regardless. They were just overall great. And then this card was just the MVP because Kieran.Deck's my worst matchup, anti-spell. There's a reason why like Grand Pulse and Break Sword were really played, because you're able to break established scales, and if you can just set this and they don't have an answer, it's all she wrote. And then my top 64 match, he goes first, goes double Kieran and passes. I'm able to go Terra Top, take Tom board, Pantheism, draw some cards. I end up digging into an Arubis and anti-spell. I Stormforth one of his guys, and I go Arubis, activate. He Kieran's bounce back my Arubis, and I shovel back the other Arubis. I set 2 back row, summon a Prime, pass, we're already in time, and I just took the anti-spell, and it was all she wrote. This card was just overall great, and against Kieran, it was just like the only answer I could think of, besides like, I don't even think anything else would have been better. Like, this card was just overall great. That was that, guys. Burning Abyss Monarch. Gotta give a lot of shout outs. First shout out is to Little Jerry, aka the Beast, Gerardo Lopez. He's the one that told me to play this deck. Overall, like, I'm glad he showed me everything. That's where the 60 card deck came from, and we eventually brought it down to 40. So this is what it came out with. Another shout out is Team Ryan's Car and everyone in that team. Also shout outs to anyone in SoCal. I love you guys. You're the best. Shout outs to Deception, top 64, aka 64th place. You know it. And if I'm missing anybody, and no personal offense, but shout out to you all, man. Thank you, Spoofy, and anything else?
I think we're good, man. Hey, congrats, your first stop as well?
Oh no, I actually have 2 other tops, San Jose and Dallas. It was earlier this season, it was back-to-back, and then, yeah, this one as well.
Awesome. Well, hey, man, congrats on Nat Stop, and this has been Kyle the Car Guys. See you guys later.